Hello, my most amazing artists. Friends, today I am very excited because we have read our book, The Beautiful Oops, and we have discussed what it means to be creative, which is to take something and turn it into something completely different. Today you are going to have some practice taking something and turning it into something completely different by turning letters into art. Today you are going to get a piece of paper with a letter on it. Now, everybody's going to get a different letter, so you get what you get and you don't make a fit. All right, today I have the letter B, and I'm going to use the letter B to turn it into a butterfly. So I'm going to take my pencil. I'm going to use a pencil to start, and if you'd like, you can use a marker when you're done. Oops, I bumped my camera there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a butterfly. I'm just going to mirror that B. Maybe I'll add some antenna. Oops, I didn't add a head. So maybe I'll color that in later. And I can go ahead and add some designs to the wing. Now, I've turned my butterfly into something else, but there's a lot more I could do here. Right now, I have all this white space in the background, and as artists, we do not like white space. We want to fill up our whole paper. It needs a background. So I'm going to start thinking about what I could add in the background. Where does the butterfly live? Maybe the butterfly is flying through the sky. Maybe I'll add a grassy area underneath him. Maybe I'll make some hills. Maybe in the sky there is a sun peeking out the corner. Friends, when we start coloring in our picture, we want to use something called craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is when we take our time completing our art tasks. That means that we're trying to be really neat, stay in the lines, and doing our very best work. So I'm going to go ahead and use craftsmanship today. When we use colored pencils, we can use the sharpeners in our caddies. Make sure that at the end of the class you empty these cups out, because this is where we're going to sharpen into. I like to make sure all the sharpeners are out before I start sharpening inside. And I'm going to just sharpen over that cup. And at the end of class, I'll make sure that's totally emptied out. When I am using craftsmanship, I like to outline what I'm coloring first, just to make sure that I can stay inside the lines. And then I like to really take my time, making sure that all of my coloring is going in the same direction. So right now I'm going from side to side, and I want to stay going from side to side. I like to keep my strokes a little bit shorter because it helps me fill up every single white space on my paper. So if I miss a white space, I like to go back and make sure it's colored in. If you take your time with coloring and you're super neat, it actually ends up taking less time for the most part. And it ends up making it look a lot more beautiful. Because if you scribble, boys and girls, Miss Miller's going to tell you to go back and try again, because we don't do no scribbling in art class. So I'm going to go all the way to the edge of my paper. It's okay if a little bit of colored pencil gets on your table, because we can just clean it off, right? We always make messes in art class, but it's okay because we just clean it up. So I'm going to keep coloring until I fill in every spot. I'll color in my butterfly, my sun, my bee, my flowers, my sky. Now, one important thing to note about coloring skies is that, friends, they do not stop right here. When you are outside, your sky is everything around your bee, your butterfly, your sun, your bird, your flowers. From here to the very top, you need to color it in blue if you're going to make a sky. I don't want to see any lines and white spaces in between. So make sure that you color everything in. I will leave this example so that you can have it, and we can hang it up on the board for you to look at. Friends, when you are finished today, you can try your hand at the alphabet challenge. The alphabet challenge is this paper here. Now, we've been practicing turning our letters into something different, using our creativity to take something and turn it into something totally different. So for the alphabet challenge, you can see how many letters you can turn into something different and compare with friends. On my alphabet challenge, I did every letter except for the E, and I've turned it into something different. I chose animals just because it kind of helped me limit what I was doing, but you could do anything you wanted. Maybe you could turn that V into an ice cream cone instead of a B. So really think about the different things you can turn your letters into. A is a mouse, B is a bunny, C is a bear, D is a chicken, and etc. Now, I'm going to give some papers at your desk that you can look at to give you some ideas like mine, but I do not want to see you copying Miss Miller. We're using our creativity, which means we are coming up with our own ideas to help solve problems. So I want you to try and come up with your own ideas too. All right, friends, good luck and happy art making.